Good evening and welcome to all members of Chitralok. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Radha Deshpande, our today's speaker. Dr. Radha has done MBBS and presently she is an intern with KLE Hospital, Belgaum. Dr. Radha is also a singer and has won many awards in district and state level competitions. In 2016, she has won the Satish Sugars Award for Popular Music. She has also won awards at Invictus Festival, Manipal. She has learnt Hindustani classical music from Srimati Archana Belagundi and Sri Sridhar Kulkarni. Sonu Nigam, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan and Shankar Mahadevan are her favorite singers. Now Dr. Radha Deshpande's passion is singing Western music. It's notable that she has learnt it on her own. She likes music of Sam Smith, Adam Levine and Christina Aguilera. A young professional in her own right, Dr. Radha is proud daughter of Shri Rohit Deshpande and Dr. Neeta Deshpande, who are eminent citizens of Belgaum. Friends, please welcome Dr. Radha Deshpande, our today's guest. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Radha Deshpande and I'm a doctor currently interning at KLE Hospital. I'd like to talk about a newly released series, The Bandish Bandits. While the online entertainment platforms like Netflix, Prime, Hotstar and others are coming up with very interesting and fresh content, this particular series has a special place in my heart. Being from a musical background myself, the cultural accuracies portrayed are extremely relatable. Bandish Bandits is directed by Anand Tiwari, who is better known for his notable performances as an actor in movies like Slumdog Millionaire and Udaan, among others. He has done a great job at balancing the glamour and the earthiness of all characters and storylines. The series has 10 episodes, each one unraveling the depth and backstories of characters which otherwise starts off as a mediocre rom-com. The story is a beautiful amalgamation of music, excellent performances, and an engaging storyline. It is based on the rich heritage of Hindustani classical music and the custom of gharanas that teach this art form. The Rathore Gharana, based in Jodhpur, is the legacy of Sri Radhe Mohan Rathore, addressed as Panditji, played by Nasiruddin Shah, who brings authority to the role of Panditji. The story begins with Panditji taking a class for his handpicked disciples. Among them is Radhe, played by Ritwik Bhaumik, who happens to be Panditji's grandson. Ritwik is fairly new to the industry but has done a very promising job. His portrayal of Radhe really makes you feel the roller coaster of emotions that the character goes through. Panditji is extremely hard to impress and holds the highest standards when it comes to Sangeet, and Radhe is no exception to his constant criticism and disapproval when he underperforms. The series authentically shows the discipline involved in classical music and how the mastery of such an art form does not come easily. And Panditji is shown to never give second chances when it comes to indiscipline and the absolute faux pas of classical music, that is singing in a falsetto. Radhe, on the other hand, is extremely hardworking and is constantly working towards impressing Panditji and seeking his approval to go through a ceremony called Ganda Bandhan, where a guru ties a sacred thread around the wrist of his chosen disciple to further the music of the gharana, the honor of which has been presented only to 7 disciples in the long career of Panditji. While Radhe works hard at his riyaz, his mother Mohini, played by Shiba Chadda, supports his journey. Her pride in her son is subtly expressed, and even though she has a good ear for music, she is initially reserved in her expression of the same. As the story moves forward, Mohini goes from becoming a coy housewife to a layered character with a somewhat tragic past. Shiba Chadda has shown the intensity without an exaggerated portrayal of Mohini. She subtly wins over the viewer. She is the true underdog of the story. Radhe's uncle, Devender, played by Amit Mistry, is one such character that is shown as a rule breaking realist. He's fun loving in an otherwise very serious family. He goes on to show great emotional range throughout the story, while Rajender, his brother and Radhe's father, played by Rajesh Telang, has a lackluster performance, probably owing to the limitations of the role itself, which is rather monotonous and helpless. Rajender used to be a singer too, and being Panditji's son, he trained most of his life only to give up music altogether later on. In almost another universe, completely unknown to Radhe, Tamanna, played by Shreya Chaudhary, is involved in her own drama that is about to change Radhe's life forever. Shreya has done a good job at her portrayal of Tamanna, who is a blue-streaked hair girl and a pop star. She has a contract at a production house for 3 hit songs, but when her first song flops, she takes off to Jodhpur to stay at her father's house and hopes to find inspiration for her next song. She is a bold girl with a confident exterior, which is stripped down to her extremely well-hidden, insecure self. While she takes off for Rajasthan, her manager Arghya, played by Kunal Roy Kapoor, is in a fix as the studio directors badger him about a new song. Arghya has an immense faith in Tamanna, but is in a pickle when she leaves him to deal with the producers all by himself. Kunal Roy Kapoor is extremely lovable as Arghya and a delight to watch. Though he is over the top for most of the scenes, you seem to enjoy his shenanigans. Tamanna is clueless and turns to her father, played by Rituraj Singh, for comfort. Rituraj Singh's performance as Tamanna's father has nothing to complain about but is quite forgettable. Tamanna, being on a deadline for 2 weeks to produce her new song, scrambles about for inspiration, and her father suggests to conduct a concert for her so that she can clear her head and do what she does best, and that is perform. As the concert is getting arranged, Radhe's best friend Kabir, played by Rahul Kumar, turns out to be one of the organizers and plays Cupid by forcing Radhe to attend this concert. Though Radhe is reluctant at first, he considers pop music as mere noise, but he finally agrees. As Radhe stands in the front row mesmerized by Tamanna's performance, his awe is short-lived. Kabir takes Radhe backstage to meet Tamanna, where she insults Shastriya Sangeet, only for Radhe to take offense and retort with a beautiful impromptu alap that renders Tamanna speechless. धीरे धीरे नीचे भी आ जाएगा ये आसमां, सितारों से भी आगे का होगा अपना ये रास्ता.
जागो मोहन प्यारे तुम सावर सूरत मोरे मन भाई सुंदर श्याम हमारे तुम जागो मोहन प्यारे तुम जागो मोहन प्यारे
As Radhe's admiration of Tamanna fizzles out, Tamanna is intrigued by this mysterious boy who has just casually given this jaw-dropping performance. While Tamanna is on a struggle to make her new song, Rajender is dealing with his own battles. With a huge loan to pay off and hardly any money coming into the house, Radhe is forced to take up an accounting job at the Royal Palace of Jodhpur. Panditji holds the title of Sangeet Samrat, a title that most renowned singers get in the province ruled by the royal family. The Sangeet Samrat competition is held every year by the royals, and Panditji is the unopposed reigning champion for very many years. As to become the Sangeet Samrat, one has to challenge the reigning champion with Jugalbandi. This competition proves to be extremely important as the plot thickens. During a program at the royal palace, Panditji informs the king that Radhe will not be coming for work henceforth, as he has decided to do Radhe's Ganda Bandhan the next morning. Radhe is ecstatic, and the sense of achievement is beautifully portrayed just with his eyes. On their way back from the party, their car breaks down. Other guests from the party offer them a ride, and Panditji asks Radhe to fix the car and get back home as he leaves with the guests. Radhe, being alone, reluctantly takes help from Tamanna, who spots him on the road on her way back. One thing leads to another, and they both end up spending the night in a police station for rash driving. Radhe does everything in his power to get out, but still ends up reaching late for the Ganda Bandhan ceremony the next morning. Panditji, being the person who holds discipline above all, refuses to perform the ceremony. Radhe asks for forgiveness from Panditji, who is disappointed in Radhe. Panditji feels Radhe isn't taking it seriously, but Radhe isn't one to take no for an answer, and he tells Panditji that he wants to do Shuddhikaran. His mother rushes to stop him from taking such a huge step, which is a form of repentance, as it is considered one of the hardest tests to pass, failing which one can never sing again. This was the same test that Devendra, his uncle, had failed owing to the cessation of his music career. But Radhe is ready to take on the challenge that required him to take an oath of silence and live the life of a bhikshuk for days on end until he was ready for the test, where he had to sing continuously for 21 hours and could take only 3 hours of break any time during this test. Radhe leads the life of a bhikshuk for days to come, while Rajendra is facing trouble from the bank. When no money comes in, he is cornered by the goons sent by the bank, which Radhe sees. He really wants to help his father, but has an uphill task ahead of him that needs to be taken care of first. Devendra, who has failed the test, guides Radhe about the things that he needs to do to pass it. The day of the Shuddhikaran comes and everyone gathers to support Radhe. The entire scene is beautifully filmed, and Ritwik, who plays Radhe, has especially shown great attention to detail. You can almost feel your throat ache with his believable portrayal. This scene really makes you want to hold Panditji by his arms and ask him to stop being so inhumane. But that's a true win for Nasiruddin Shah. After 24 long hours, Radhe finally passes the test and the Ganda Bandhan ceremony takes place. Radhe is finally content with his achievement and is all set to learn the special rags that will be taught to him from now on. But
लब पर आए गीत सुहाने, माने न जियरा लाख बहाने, याद तिहारी आए सताने, मन लागे रे पछताने हो मोरे सैया, मैं लागूं तोरे पैया, बलमवा ना जावो परदेस, सजना जी करूं मैं कैसे राजी, पिया जी लागे जिया कोठे.
Tamanna is still struggling. She has to do well in her new song, as it is the only way by which the production house will recommend her to sing alongside her idol, Queen Ellie, which has been her dream for a very long time. This takes us back to Tamanna's childhood, where her mother was overly critical and never appreciated her. This led to Tamanna harboring bitterness and resentment towards her mother at a very tender age. She turned to her father, who was always very supportive and encouraged her to follow her dream. As she sees her dream of singing alongside Queen Ellie fade away and is ready to give up, there stands Radhe in front of her, miraculously willing to collaborate. The only thing that has pushed Radhe to do this, knowing that it is completely against Panditji's teachings, is his father's helplessness. He agrees to work with her only if she doesn't reveal his name or face, and the money would go to her father anonymously. As Radhe and Tamanna collaborate, their romance also starts to bloom. Radhe slowly comes out of his shell, and the timid, obedient boy now shows bursts of energy that even he did not know existed in him. Their romance is portrayed as a beautiful coming of age trajectory of Radhe and the uncovering of her raw self for Tamanna. Both the actors have shown true vulnerability in the characters, in the relationship they share. Radhe is embroiled in his busy life of riyaz and collaboration, while his father sets him up with a princess of the royal family for marriage. He realizes that the financial help will solve the family's problems. Radhe extremely unhappy about this, but has to bow down to Panditji as he has agreed to this union. At the same time, Tamanna and Radhe complete their song, and the producers end up loving it so much that they decide to shoot a music video for it. Radhe wears a blue mask while appearing in the video to become the masked man, and Tamanna's charm is electrical. The song goes on to become a massive hit, and Sajan Bin Ayo is actually a very beautiful composition by Shankar Ehsaan Loy.
सजन बिन आयो ना मोहे निंदिया रैन भर आयो रे जागे रतिया कहे तू मोरे सजन पिया रे देख ये नजारे माने ना अपनी अखियाँ सजन बिन आयो ना मोहे निंदिया.
At this point, a new character is introduced. Digvijay, played by Atul Kulkarni, makes his way into the already chaotic Rathore family. Digvijay is Panditji's son from his first wife, who was the daughter of Panditji's guru. After their marriage, Panditji's guru, who ran the Bikaner Gharana, gave him the privilege of continuing that legacy. When Panditji came to Jodhpur for his very first Sangeet Samrat competition, he fell in love with his second wife, married her, and started the Rathore Gharana in Jodhpur, only to leave Digvijay and his mother to fend for themselves back in Bikaner. As a young boy, Digvijay comes to Jodhpur to train under Panditji, and even though he was exceptionally good at his craft, he was never accepted by Panditji. He has come back now to take back what is rightfully his. He challenges Panditji to compete with him at the Sangeet Samrat competition to win back his gharana. Though Digvijay is an antagonist, you can't help but empathize with him. Atul Kulkarni has portrayed the complexity of his character with so much ease that you begin to feel the pain of Digvijay. While Radhe is a clean, pristine white character, both Digvijay and Panditji lie in the grey area of the plot. Radhe, with the help of Kabir, manages to convince the princess not to marry him. And Rajendra, who was hopeful that the alliance would give their family a financial stability, is now back to worrying about the future of this family. Panditji starts to experience some hearing problem, and when they consult a doctor, it turns out to be permanent and progressive. As the days go by, we feel our hearts break with the handicap that sets in with Panditji as he struggles to sing. He has no choice but to nominate Radhe to sing at the Sangeet Samrat competition against Digvijay instead of him. Digvijay, being a seasoned artist, both an experienced and an exemplary musician, who Radhe has to now compete against. This opportunity is very daunting to Radhe, as the responsibility of saving the gharana rests completely on his shoulders. Tamanna still has one more song to produce, and with the massive success of the previous one, this one has to be extremely good, if not better. Looking at her plight, Radhe agrees to collaborate with her one more time. As they break the news of the second collaboration with the producers, what follows brings out Tamanna's deepest insecurities to light. The producers are so impressed with the masked man and the public attention he is getting that they want him to be the sole singer of the song, which Tamanna composes. But Radhe stands up for her and refuses to work unless she is the lead singer as well. At this point, Shreya, who plays Tamanna, has beautifully expressed Tamanna's failed attempt at concealing her growing envy. She knows Radhe loves her and is not after the fame, but something inside her tells her that probably she is not good enough and will never be. Shreya's eyes are so expressive that she doesn't have to express her mixed emotions with words. You end up feeling sad for Tamanna's character as she is pulled back by her own lack of mastery over the art. As they start making the new song, Tamanna's insecurities only grow. As the masked man's popularity soars, Tamanna is completely sidelined. As she gets more and more insecure, she is reminded of her childhood. She spent all her life trying to get over her mother's disapproval of her and prove her mother wrong. But maybe she has now started to believe that her mother was actually right. Maybe she is mediocre. Amidst this emotional turmoil, she starts to push Radhe farther and farther away. The same Radhe who just wants to help her achieve her dreams. His talent makes her feel less of herself. She loves him a lot and is incredibly proud of him. But it pains her to see him get the fame that he doesn't even value, the same fame that she could kill for. But his fame in the pop industry isn't translating to him improving in his riyas for the Sangeet Samrat competition. He still struggles to get a grip over the rags that Digvijay is a master of. In the meantime, Rajendra finds out that Radhe is the masked man and all the checks were coming in from him. This is more of a relief to Rajendra than a betrayal of the very principles of the Gharana. He sees this as an opportunity and asks Radhe to perform at shows, concerts, and any other opportunity that would pay them. Radhe agrees to help his father by cashing in on his newfound popularity. Radhe now has to juggle between his riyas, his collaboration with Tamanna, and all the other ventures that he has taken up for his father. The song finally gets completed and turns out to be a huge success again. This only means that Tamanna is so close to realizing her dream, but when the production house reaches out to Queen Ellie, it turns out that she wants to collaborate with the masked man instead. So you can see Tamanna's heart break in her eyes. Just when she feels like everything is over, Argya manages to convince the producers to hold a concert for her where she can showcase her talent to try and change Queen Ellie's mind for one last time. But the catch is that she will have to sing live without backing vocals. Tamanna doubts her singing capabilities and knows that singing live is not something that will get her closer to her dreams. If anything, it will only lead to humiliation. Her already shattered confidence has to now deal with the fear of rejection on such a huge platform. But Radhe is determined to help her practice enough to do a great job at the concert. Radhe begins to train her while he himself is training for his competition. A day before the concert, Radhe's life comes crashing down. Digvijay finds out that Radhe is the masked man. He uses this well-kept secret against him and tells Panditji about it. After hearing this, Panditji is so hurt that it destroys every ounce of trust and pride he has for Radhe. Nasiruddin Shah truly makes your heart sink. His pain and anger and indecisiveness as to what emotion he wants to let out really makes your heart sink. He is so consumed by the deceit that he decides to take a vow of silence. Radhe is distraught. The man he looked up to, who made him who he is, doesn't want to sing or speak ever again, and the reason is him. While Radhe is in a state of shock, trying to put out fires at home, he misses the concert, leaving Tamanna in a very horrible spot. Not only is she hurt that Radhe didn't show up, she also finds out that the music contract from the production house, the concert, and everything was anonymously arranged by her mother. She feels all the more like a failure and extremely confused. The woman who constantly criticized her and made her feel mediocre is now trying to influence agencies to give her work. Filled with confusion, anger, and pain, Tamanna gets on the stage and announces that the Bandish Bandits are over. Tamanna decides to take a break from her music career, and on the other side, Radhe is all set to leave from Jodhpur forever when he's stopped by his mother. When he tells her that since Panditji is so disappointed in him and won't train him for the competition anymore, he had no chance of saving the Gharana, and it was the best decision for him to leave and never return. At this point, Mohini offers to train him himself. Radhe is confused. The mother that has never sang before, at least in front of him, how is she going to train him? This is the Mohini that takes us back 25 years. She reveals that she was the only woman to have defeated Panditji and become the first ever Sangeet Samradhini. Soon after that, Panditji asked for her in marriage for Rajendra, only to prohibit her from singing ever again after the wedding. This shows Panditji's insecurity for the very first time. The very righteous Panditji had a very dark side to him that not only was envious but vicious enough to wipe out competition in the most ruthless way. After hearing this, Radhe is determined to give his best shot and agrees to Mohini training him. Radhe begins to practice with Mohini. As he works hard on his riyaz, Tamanna takes a step in a completely different direction. She ends up reconciling with her mother and moves with her to work at her press agency. As Tamanna gets embroiled in this new phase of her life, Radhe is practicing day and night to perfect his art. As his confidence begins to grow, Digvijay chooses to pull out yet another card from the past that changes the entire dynamic of the Rathore family. He reveals to Radhe that him and Mohini used to be lovers back in the day, and that completely phases Radhe. All these things from the past that are unraveling is just too much to take for Radhe. When Radhe confronts Mohini, Rajendra is also speechless, for he was never told about the relations Mohini and Digvijay shared. Rajendra has just one question for Mohini: do you still love him? She says she has never been unfaithful, but never really answers the question. This creates a rift between Mohini and Rajendra, and he is completely overwhelmed. After feeling like a failure all his life, the only person he truly believed loved him and respected him turned out to be merely compromising by being with him. He refuses to play the tabla for Radhe at the competition and stops talking to the rest of the family. Seeing no option ahead of him, Radhe decides to back out a day before the competition. Just as he is about to do so, Panditji finally speaks up. He tells Rajendra how everything transpired after Mohini defeated him. When he approached her father to ask for her hand in marriage to Rajendra, he knew the financial difficulties their family was facing and agreed to help. But when he came to know that she wanted to marry Digvijay instead, he knew that he could never stop her from singing if both of them got married, and implied to her father that the financial assistance will only come if she married Rajendra. With no other choice at hand, Mohini was forced to marry Rajendra, but was faithful to him ever since. Mohini breaks down as she relives her past. Shiba Chadda has done a fine job at emoting the pain and pride that comes with this sacrifice. She also protected the family from crumbling by never telling Rajendra what she went through all these years. Rajendra comes around and reconciles with Mohini. They now have the most important day ahead of them, the Sangeet Samrat competition. As all guests arrive, the competition begins. Here is where the true marvel of Shankar Ehsaan Loy is showcased. The beautiful compositions and intricate notes that will make anyone fall in love with Shastriya Sangeet. As the 3 rounds progress, the compositions get more and more complex. The music is simply breathtaking. And the actors have done a fantastic job at getting the nuances of the art form right. Their body language, their gestures, and even the way they take their breath after every line shows the amount of work that has gone in understanding the nitty-gritties of the art form and performance. The final Jugalbandi will leave you speechless, as much as I am now thinking about it. The final result is something that is for you to watch, but the destination is just as beautiful as the journey leading to it. From the set design, costumes, and locations to incredible music and some challenging performances, this series will not disappoint. I hope you all enjoy watching it as much as I did. Thank you.
आज धार हेनु हिरना रेनु रेना हिरना रेना रेना गरजे गरजे आज मेघ घनन घनन चायुरी दमक दमक चमके बिजुरी कहत हरे तू राज आयो कहत हरे तू राज आयो कहत हरे तू राज आयो री